What's up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here. I want to start this video off right now by apologizing for the rest of the video. Basically, I am sick. I actually took a sick day off from work today. I've been feeling just absolutely terrible the last couple days. It got worse while I was at work last night, so I'm like, I'm not coming in tomorrow, someone cover for me. So if I cough a bit, if I sound a little bit off, if I pause to have to like blow my nose or something, whatever. What happened? What quest did you say? Was carried off by Ignis and seen Okay. So first things first. What you're seeing right now is I am playing Xenoblade Chronicles. You might be asking yourself, well, Pink Reaper, why are you playing Xenoblade Chronicles? And why are you, like, not at the beginning of Xenoblade Chronicles? Because this clearly isn't a Let's Play, and it's not a Let's Play. If you don't follow me on Twitter, which you should, everyone should be following me on Twitter. I have been streaming Xenoblade Chronicles on my days off. It's usually about once a week. I've been trying to stream just every week. During my last stream, though, the other day, my Wii just kind of like crashed on me, and I lost about 2 hours worth of 2 hours of gameplay. So I'm going back right now and trying to get all that back in there. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you also probably don't know. The other thing I could be showing right now is just me practicing the blue house skip in Paper Mario 64. Because if you don't follow me on Twitter, you don't know that I'm learning the speedrun for that game. So, yeah, that's a thing that's happening. So you should, basically what I'm saying is everyone here should follow me on Twitter and also on Twitch. Because Twitch especially, Twitch is for like stuff I have no intention whatsoever of ever.
Let's do this.
Like of ever Let's Playing, like this game. Anyone who Let's Plays this game is insane. I'm just gonna say that right now. This game is like 800 million billion hours long. If you tried to Let's Play this game, it would be like 100 trillion parts. So yeah, that's the thing. So like, I live streamed through the entirety of Tales of Symphonia a little while back. I live streamed through the entirety of Super Mario RPG as well, although that one I actually probably will. But yeah, stuff like that. Lots of RPGs, basically, lots of like really long RPGs.
I'm not doing
the game's really long. It's going to be a little more difficult to LP through, so, or rather, it's going to take a lot of time. So, what the hell is attacking me right now? Oh no, 300 damage to my tank? Oh well, he's a long light.
Give me some space!
Just what I needed.
Heal round!
I'm turning up the heat.
Don't give him an inch, Rhyme!
Anyway. Sorry, got a little distracted by my game there. Which happens occasionally.
Easy there, Ryan.
So yeah, but this video is actually not for any of those things. It's not for my stream.
Alright, I'm feeling it.
It is not for my speed runs. What it's actually for is to talk about E3. So we're about a week out of E3 now.
I see it.
I've finally been able to process, go through everything, process everything that's happened. And I just kind of want to talk about, E3, what was announced, and what I'm excited for, and what I'll probably be playing, but I more than likely won't be playing.
Are you serious? Give me some space!
I'm really feeling
Heal
it.
round! Shoot, that's good!
Now it's right time.
I'm not going to be talking too much about conferences, because outside of Nintendo's digital event, I didn't watch any conferences. Microsoft, I don't watch because Microsoft's just awful. I'm going to be honest right now, if you're a fan of the Xbox One, you're not going to like this video at all. But, I also have like this long-standing tradition of not watching Sony's conferences because they have like the ability to be absolutely ridiculously boring in ways that most other companies can't. They were a little better this year, I know that much, I've heard that much, but most people have told me like there's not really not really a reason to watch.
I'm really feeling. We can definitely do this.
Watch the Sony conference from this year, so
Monado, land
I'll
on.
continue not doing that, I guess.
Now it's right time.
Nintendo's conference I only watched because it was really short. I just hadn't like time to do it. I didn't do it for about an hour, and that's how long it was. But it actually turned out to be really worth it. There's a lot of really
Turning
like
up the heat.
awesome stuff that happened in
Getting
it.
into this run.
Anyone who watched knows about like the Reggie versus Iwata fight, the robot chicken stuff. But
I'm feeling it.
Fire!
before I get big into Nintendo,
Okay.
because that's the
Here
one
we
I actually
go.
watched, let's talk about what actually like got showed off. Oh, what the heck? More things are attacking me?
Shala.
I'm on it.
Let's talk about some of the other stuff that got shown off that I'm interested in.
My rifles get primed.
Without
Oh,
question,
no.
I am hyped for the Master
Leave it
Chief
to me.
collection on Xbox One.
This'll leave a
I
mark.
have absolutely
Take it.
no intention whatsoever of
Not
buying
bad.
an Xbox One, mind you. And I also don't have to because I know without question Asnice is going to buy an Xbox One just for that. Like, he likes Halo 2 so much he would literally buy an Xbox One for that. And more than likely, what is going to happen is it's going to come out and it's going to fall off pretty fast, but it won't matter.
I'm not doing too well.
He'll be one of like 800 people who still play that game.
Power of the Monado.
But
Feel round.
that's fine, because I'm actually, like, I really, really like that game too, so,
You said it, Shala.
I'm looking forward to playing it.
Shadow Eye. Sword Drive.
The other thing that got shown off, that I'm kind of interested in, not as much as a lot of other people are, is, Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive looks cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, down.
But I think it's resting a little bit too hard on the fact that it's colorful and it's,
We can definitely do
I don't know.
this.
I'll wait until I see a little bit more. I didn't look at it enough, I don't feel like. Like, I'm sure it's got some really interesting things going for it, or else there wouldn't be so many people who are like,
Move on.
we need this because
We're not done yet. I'm feeling it.
FPSs are getting really boring nowadays. They wouldn't be on it and be like, yes, Sunset Overdrive is something. It looks like it has a really cool movement system and stuff like that. The important thing is really how it, like how the gun handling works. So it doesn't end up like another Titanfall. Titanfall tried a little bit too hard to be Call of Duty, and the one spot it didn't need to be Call of Duty, and that's where you're actually shooting. And because of that, you can't have, you couldn't like run on walls and also shoot, or you couldn't like grip, grapple on something and also shoot. It doesn't work.
Shadow Eye.
Which is a bummer because everything else in that game is absolutely amazing. The movement is great, the control is great, all that stuff is great. It just doesn't matter because
Do this.
they decided, your guns don't work unless you aim down sights. So aim down sights.
Going down.
But that's not a good way to do a game like that.
Did it. Monado, land
Anyway, I'm not going to rant about Titanfall though. What I am going to do is say that is what I hope doesn't happen with Sunset Overdrive. I'm hoping that the guns actually work. Maybe make it a little bit more like Halo, where
Pull yourself together.
you don't actually have to aim down sights. You point your gun in the direction and it works. That does obviously require a higher HP threshold than most other FPSs have been going for recently, but it's the only way that game is going to work. If that's not how they do it,
Shall we?
sorry.
Let's stay
That's
focused.
just the truth of things.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
As for other stuff, there's not a ton of stuff I'm super hyped for because there's not a ton of stuff they actually showed gameplay for. I don't care about Uncharted 4 because you didn't show me Uncharted 4. I mean, yeah, you say, oh, this is all in engine and this is how the game's going to work. No, it's not. You're a lying piece of shit. That is not how the game's going to look when we actually get the game. Stop pretending it is. This is just how E3 is. Companies tell you this is in engine. Well, yes, it's in engine, and that the engine is running the cutscene that you're playing. That's not as impressive as you think it is. I don't think it's going to end up like
That was a beauty.
Aliens, Colonial Marines, mind you, because that game That game, yeah. There's no way you could be that bad. Especially since, you know, the Uncharted games do have a history of being pretty good. But, yeah, like, I mean, didn't really show anything. The next Tomb Raider is kind of weird. Whoa, what's going on? It's my... I gotta save after this. I don't know what is up with my gear right now. I have to buy a new one. I could buy one of the ones with that Wi-Fi in it, I guess. The Nintendo Network doesn't work anymore. But anyway,
You're a lifesaver.
yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but, like, I'm not gonna get hyped for a game you didn't show us anything. This was the same thing that happened with Infamous Second Son. Like, they announced Infamous Second Son, and then they showed off what was clearly not actual gameplay, and then everyone got super hyped, and I'm like, I don't know why everyone cares. And that is someone who, like, I consider Infamous to be the best series on PlayStation. Like, yeah, sorry, all. Well, I still play Last of Us. There's that. And on that same note, I don't give two shits about the fact that you can now play The Last of Us and Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS3. That should not have been an announcement. You should have not put that in your conference. I deduct points off you for that because you're telling me to get hyped for a game I can already buy on a system that's like $200 cheaper than the one you're trying to sell me. No, shut the hell up. You're dumb. Sorry, I just had to get that out right now. Like, there's a difference between getting hyped for, you know, Halo 2 because Halo 2 cannot be played anymore, as compared to, you know, The Last of Us, which came out, what, a year and a half ago? No! I have games I've never even played that are older, like, in my house that are older than that. But yeah. Did I just... Motherfuck, I just loaded that. God damn it. Sorry, I'm a little bit angry. I just lost out on progress again. All of my salt. Well, it was only like 10 minutes, so whatever. But yeah, so, you know, them announcing stuff that was already, you know, that's already out is really just absolutely retarded. With that said, Sony and Microsoft didn't really have too many big announcements. Sony's like, oh, you can play Destiny on the PS4 first. I don't care. It doesn't really look that different than other first-person shooters that are out there right now. We have become so oversaturated with first-person shooters that just making another one doesn't really do anything. And it's like, it has a little bit that's, you know, its own thing. It has its own version of what are score streaks for that game. Which is apparently a thing that has to happen now. You just have to be able to get score streaks. Even Nintendo's getting in on that, and I'll talk about that later. But I mean, I've talked to Asinise about it. I've seen the gameplay for it. I haven't actually played it yet, but I also don't really want to, so there's that. Just from what I've seen, I didn't want to play it. And then, once I started seeing more, I continued to not want to play it, so... I guess big ups to you guys, Bungie, for making a first-person shooter I love far more than anything else, and then not being able to follow up on it well. I don't know, it has too much... It looks like it has a little bit too much COD feel for me. It's the same aim-down sights kind of thing. And you might be thinking, well, what's the big deal about aiming down sights? For those of you who don't know, in Call of Duty, most guns with the exception of like at like extremely close ranges with assault rifles, and also close ranges with SMGs. They basically, like, you can't hip fire them; it doesn't work. But even at like close range, most assault rifles aren't going to work unless you're aiming down sights. The thing is, when you're aiming down sights in most games, it severely hinders your movement. Like, you can't move left and right. You can't really do anything. Like, it's really, really slow. COD has a slight way of getting around this by giving you the stock attack, which lets you move a little bit faster while aiming down sights. But COD is also not a movement-heavy game. For anyone who's played it, like, it's whatever. It doesn't have a particularly advanced form of movement. You run and that's it. When you start introducing, like, advanced forms of movement, when you've got, like, the double jump in Destiny, or you just got the huge jumps that they have in Halo, you have to start getting away from that. Your guns have to be able to work, you know, while you're in the air, while you're moving drastically. If you don't do that, you just, like, your game's just not going to work.
We can't lose.
Don't let a single one escape.
Leave it to Ryan.
Let me get this guy out of the zone. There we go, okay. So yeah, that's what my big thing about, because like, movement in video games is one of the most important things to me, in my opinion. Like, if your movement isn't interesting, your game isn't. Don't crash. What is going on with my Wii? If your movement isn't interesting, your game isn't. Sorry. I don't want to move like a tank all the time, unless I'm playing, you know, a tank game, and even then, like, I don't know. Oh, someone's yelling outside my house. Probably heard me too. Like, if I'm. Like, if you've ever played Battle Tanks on the N64, holy shit, that game moves so fast. It's so good. I love that game so much. Actually, let's play that game, even though I'm not very good at it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get off the rant now. So, I know Sony and Microsoft showed off the indie stuff. Don't really care about that. Indie stuff will never make me buy a console. I'm not going to drop $500 to play a DLC game. Here's looking at you, Miles923, who bought an Xbox One so you could play Killer Instinct. Goddamn, what a waste of money. Although I guess Jackson bought a PS4 so he could play MLB 2K14, which he already owned on the PS3. So there's that. That's an even bigger waste of money. There wasn't much of a showing from Square Enix, which means we didn't get to see anything about Kingdom Hearts 3, so, you know, I can't really be hype about that if they're not showing it. And I don't remember when they said that game was going to come out in, like, 2015, but that is one of the biggest loads of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. What did I just get? White Brog livers, okay. I need 3 of them, apparently. Yeah, there's no way. There is absolutely no way that game's coming out in 2015. They had a tech demo to show off last year at E3, and now they have nothing? Like, no, if you believe that game's coming out in 2015, you're just wrong. So yeah, nothing really to show off there. They didn't show off Final Fantasy Versus 15, which again, all they had to show off was like a pre-scripted thing at E3 last year. So again, it's probably not very far along. I'll keep an eye on that one. Like I said, I'm never hyped for stuff that's not actually showing gameplay, so that's just sort of whatever. Oh, I need to read. As for other stuff, there wasn't a lot that really interested me in them. In those three, there's, you know, there were some fighting games that were shown off that I probably won't ever even get into, so whatever. But some of them look interesting. Like, people are hyped about Mortal Kombat 10. I'm not. Mortal Kombat has never been that good of a series, in my opinion. It relied heavily, like, the original ones were not that good. It just relied heavily on the shock factor. And they just kind of got progressively worse. Mortal Kombat 9 was currently pretty good, but, you know, I've never really been a big fan of 2D fighters, I'm not gonna lie. There's some really cool stuff you can see in Marvel 2. Marvel 3 pisses me off. Marvel 3 is just so not well made. I just, like, didn't even care about that game. Look at this. This is not how Xenoblade plays. I don't know why this is happening.
Everyone, let's go!
Like, 2D fighters, I mean, like, I guess it's my fault for being a Melee player, but Melee has such a weird dynamic compared to other fighters. You can do just so many things in Melee, and you can. There's so many more intricacies to it that, like, other 2D fighters, like other fighters, just kind of seem like, I don't know. I don't want to say bad. Like they're not bad. I think Marvel 2 is absolutely great, but it just seems like limited. Like the things you can do. It's like it's all footsies. It's all footsies and block strings, really. But yeah. So you know, they showed off a lot of fighters, none of which I was too. Well, okay, that's not true. Guilty Gear kind of. Guilty Gear. I've always had like. I've always been kind of like a fangirl for Guilty Gear. How should I put it? It's another game where it looks really cool. It's really technical, so it's whatever. So that's one of the reasons I like it more than I should. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. Getting into Nintendo. Nintendo, I'm going to say this right now, and most people have been saying this. Nintendo won E3. Like, I thought Nintendo won E3 the second they showed off the Reggie versus Iwata fight. Like at that point, E3's over. Like, no one is ever, like, no other company is going to do something that amazing. They should, but they don't. But they started off by showing the Mii Fighters in Smash, which they look really cool. Honestly, they all look really interesting and really fun to play. But I'm very cautiously optimistic about the new Smash Brothers game, because obviously I dislike Brawl a lot, and I really like Melee, but I don't necessarily need a Smash game. Oh, whoops! I don't need a Smash game that is Melee again, because if I wanted to play that, I would play Melee. I don't like Project M. For anyone who knows what Project M is, I don't think it's as well made as people think it is, and I don't think it's really that fun, because it's sort of like a really forced version of Brawl. They're like, let's force Brawl to be Melee, but you can't. There's just so many things that are different in Brawl that even if you make all the physics, even if you make all the movement, even if you make all the L canceling, all that stuff, even if you make it like Melee, it doesn't change the fact that it's not Melee. What is going on with this game? It does. I've never had this much trouble with, like, but anyway. Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck is it still playing the Satoral Marsh music, but it's not. So to that extent, like, I don't need the new game to be Melee. I will say it already looks a little bit too floaty for my tastes. I like Melee because not just because it's fast, but because of the tight control. You can very easily control your movement in Melee, but you also have to have, like, yeah, something's going wrong here. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm probably gonna have to buy a new Wii, which is unfortunate because my Wii plays GameCube games. Like, you have control of your character, but you also have to commit, which is probably a good balance. Like, in Brawl, you don't really have to commit. You can jump in, throw out an attack, and then still fade out very easily because of how floaty that game is. And it looks to be somewhat similar in Smash Bros. Wii U, which kind of worries me. I mean, it's pushing more towards Brawl than Melee, which is obviously not what I want. But again, I don't need the game to be exactly Melee. I will say I'm actually very interested in the new Smash Brothers 2, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in it that just looks really fun, even outside the competitive scene, which, I mean, if it's not competitive, this one at least looks significantly more fun than Brawl. Because keep in mind, in Brawl, everyone's like, well, so what if it's not a good competitive game? It's at least a good, like, multiplayer game. Except for it's really not. Like, it's worse overall than Melee in terms of, like, the multiplayer. Like, it's just not, like, it's so slow people take so long to die. There's so many more, like, just supremely random factors in that game, especially in a lot of the stages. Like, there's just so many ways you can win without ever even playing the game. Like, it's just not, like... It's sort of like got a Mario Party feel to it. Like, yeah, you can have skill at it, but there's just still so much that, like, isn't good. Like, I guess I could compare it pretty well to, like, Mario Party versus Fortune Street, because I've been playing a lot of Fortune Street. Fortune Street has, like, random, like, this is for the multiplayer, not the competitive, mind you. Fortune Street has a lot of luck to it. Like, there's the venture cards, all luck. There's what your rolls are, all luck. And where you land, stuff like that. My game's about to crash. My game crashed. God damn it. 1 second, I'll be right back. Right, this has been going very poorly. I'm already on eBay looking up new Wiis at this point, because holy cow, this is not working. Might have to switch games here soon. But, anyways, I forgot what I was talking about because, oh, right, I was talking about Smash Bros. Oh yeah, I was doing the Fortune Street versus, Mario Party analogy. In Fortune Street, there's significantly more, like, thought that goes into your, like, how you invest your money, how you attempt to make money, stuff like that, what you do when you do it. Like, you can still totally make profit and make money and even come back from very poor situations if you play carefully and you play smart. Doesn't really exist in Mario Party. In Mario Party, if you're losing by a ton, you just hope someone lands on that what is it called? The exclamation point space. What is it called? The thing that, chance time, that's it. You want, like, it's like, oh, all your stars go to someone else. That person is now winning. Which is absolutely retarded, by the way. But yeah. That's kind of how Melee vs. Brawl feels like to me when you're playing, multiplayer. Like, Brawl has so many stages where, like, even if I'm just screwing around playing with my friends who don't play competitively, I don't ever just want to play on those stages because, like, holy crap, they're so bad. Brawl also has a lot of stages I actually really love, but, unfortunately those are completely eclipsed by all of the really, 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 really bad stages, like, what's the Pokemon one? Not Pokemon Stadium, the other one where, like, fucking Palkia will show up and flip the screen over. That's cool. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to play a fighting game. But yeah. When it comes to Melee, even the most random of random stages doesn't feel that bad to me. Like, I'm fine playing on Big Blue. I love Big Blue. Big Blue's fun. Like, it still feels like, you know, there's a lot of random stuff and you can lose to dumb things, but, it never feels so random that, like, you're just never, like, it doesn't even matter what you do.
Man didn't even break a sweat. Let's stay focused.
So yeah, that analogy got away from me for no reason, but, oh, game's gonna crash again. Yep, game crashed. Motherfuck. I'm switching games. I'm just done. Like, this is retarded. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. I'm gonna buy a new Wii. That is what is gonna happen. And then suddenly Call of Duty. Look what you made me do, Wii. You made me switch over to Call of Duty. I haven't even played Call of Duty in fucking forever. Like, oh my god. I got on once the other day to test Asnice's new mic setup, and that was it. Right, so, back to the point I was so laboriously trying to make earlier about Smash Brothers. I don't need Smash Brothers to be competitive. I just need it to be fun when I'm not being competitive in it. Melee had that fun factor to me. I actually really loved the event modes in Melee, and I really loved the adventure mode in Melee. Honestly, Subspace Emissaries was shit. Like, it was terrible, because it still had that really retarded floaty feel to it, and because you could be playing as any of a ton of different characters on any stages, the stages weren't really made for any characters. Like, you'd have platforms that you'd have to double jump with some characters to reach, but other characters you have to single jump, and some platforms were like, you couldn't quite make it if you single jump, but if you double jump, you just fly way over them. So it took a long time to do platforms. It was poorly made. Subspace Emissaries was bad. Oh my god, really? Fucking Nuketown? Are you joking? What are my score streaks? Whatever. So, yeah. Single player in Brawl, terrible. But, there looks to be some really interesting stuff in the new Smash. Smash Run looks really fun. I loved City Trial and Kirby's Air Ride. I have Kirby's Air Ride. I could be playing Kirby's Air Ride right now. I just realized that. Fuck it. I'm gonna go domination. Where's my shotgun? I hate this map so much that it makes me pull out a shotgun. So yeah, Smash Run looks really fun. There's some other modes they haven't shown off or haven't talked much about. I will say I liked the little, like, shooting game they had for the, the coin shooting game they had for the trophies in Brawl, and it looks like they're bringing back a new type of minigame for it. And I'm actually kind of excited about that. There's always some camps over here, isn't there?
Securing C.
Yes.
Securing Alpha.
Let's go.
What else is there?
Has B.
What other modes have they shown? I don't really think they've shown off any other modes, actually, now that I think about it.
Losing C.
I mean, obviously they've shown off the For Glory stuff, which is cool, but that really comes down to whether or not the game actually, like, plays well. Why do I care whether or not it, I can play FE only, which, mind you, is not a good way to play the game anyway, but why would I care that I can do that if the game just isn't particularly fun to play in the first place? So yeah.
Hostile lightning strike inbound. Securing Alpha.
I'll try not to bore you anymore with the Smash talk about.
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Feeling good for myself. What did they show off next?
We're being dominated. Go on the aggression. Securing A. UAV inbound.
No! That was my VSAT. Motherfucker.
Charlie secure.
After that was Yoshi's Woolly World, which I'm actually kind of surprised they're still making. I kind of thought that game was going to be like, I mean, they showed nothing of that game. My team is not good. They showed nothing of that game at last year's E3. Like, they announced it and there was nothing after that.
We're being dominated. Take those positions. Securing Charlie.
So I kind of expected that game to just sort of fall off, but
no,
there it is, right there at E3, and I mean, it looks gorgeous, like without question, it looks beautiful. But I mean, I don't know how it's gonna play. There have been issues with the last couple of Yoshi games that came out. They just weren't that good. They didn't have that awesome Yoshi's Island feel to them. Like even Yoshi's New Island, which I mean, it was, you know, it was all about that nostalgia factor for Yoshi's Island, but it just wasn't that good. Same with Yoshi's Island 2. What the hell is that? Oh man, look how choppy this video quality is. It's not on my end. It's just because I'm recording on worse quality than when I'm playing on.
Dominated. Take those positions. Securing B.
Yeah, so I don't know how that'll feel. It looks like it's going to play a little bit more, obviously, like Kirby's Epic Yarn than anything else.
Securing A.
Why are people shooting at me? But it's still got like the Yoshi trappings to it too. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about the game yet. That's going to be one like you don't know until you play it how good it is. Jesus Christ, how's my game so fucking bad? After that was, I think, the Zelda announcement, which, whatever. Again, they didn't really show off anything gameplay-wise. They said it was all in-game engine gameplay, which, I mean, Nintendo isn't one to usually lie about that kind of thing. Usually if Nintendo says, yes, this is how our game looks, that's actually how their game looks. But, again, nothing was really shown off, so I'm not going to get hyped, really. I mean, I like the, I actually do like the art style they went with. I think it looks gorgeous. But, again, they didn't really show anything off, so it's not really much to talk about.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the
Keeping
next
on
one.
the Zelda hype train, there's Zelda Hyrule Warriors, which I expect some people to love that game so much. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a
Halftime.
Dynasty Warriors fan. I played it for a little bit. Like, I mean, I've played them before, and usually, like, it's pretty cathartic right when you first start playing it, and then it just kind of gets boring after a while. And by after a while, I mean, like, about an hour or so, which is not really how you want your games to be.
Orbital VSAT awaiting orders. Orbital VSAT online.
So, yeah, I'm not really excited for that game.
Enemy has Bravo.
Yeah, that game is whatever. Other games, let's see, what was after that? I think the next game was actually, I feel like it might have been Kirby, but it might not have been.
Be advised, hostile RCXD spotted.
Doggies.
K9 unit on standby. K9 unit in your AO.
Oh my god, really? You came through the window, you asshole. So for those who don't know, they announced a sequel to Kirby's Canvas Curse, a kind of spiritual successor, I guess you would call it, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Securing B.
I'm very hyped for that. Kirby's Canvas Curse was probably one of the best DS games out there, and it came out as like almost as a launch title. Really good.
Losing Alpha.
No, not.
Losing Bravo. Securing C.
Let's see, what else was there? There
We
was...
lost Bravo.
Oh, well, going back into Kirby's Canvas Curse, Kirby's Rainbow Curse, I mean.
Inbound. Losing Alpha.
It's definitely one of the few games I'll say I'm actually like really, really hyped for because I love Kirby and also I love Kirby's Canvas Curse.
Inbound.
Kirby's Canvas Curse was an extremely well-made game.
Losing A.
And I expect, you know, this one to be equally as good. After that, actually I don't know if it's after that, but they also showed off Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, which is cool. There's a lot of people like, this better be a download-only game, but like that's fucking retarded. I don't necessarily mean that it shouldn't be a download game, but people just assume it's going to be a download game because it's like taken from like a mini game from another game. But whether or not it's, you know, full-price game depends on how much content you have, not whether or not it was a mini game at one point or another.
Securing Bravo.
Like, there's no reason you should just automatically assume that game's only worth like $15 if you've never played it before.
Losing C. UAV inbound.
What else? Something else was like that too. Like they're like, this should be a discount only game. I'm like, what the f? Like, where do you come off saying like this game has to be this?
Let's go. Let's go.
They also showed off, I think.
Securing Alpha.
What else did they show off? I'm dead.
Losing Charlie. Securing A.
KIA.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
They showed off.
Friendly UAV inbound. All flags secure.
What was next? That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what was next.
Losing C. Enemy
And
has
I'm actually not sure. Damn it, that should have killed him.
It's down to this.
That should have been a
Pick it
reset
up.
right there.
Care package inbound.
Oh, right, Bayonetta. Bayonetta was what was next.
Lost B.
Which, originally I was not very hyped for.
UAV inbound.
Didn't care too much about Bayonetta. Because I'd never played the first one. I'm like, well, I might pick up Bayonetta 2 if I ever pick up Bayonetta 1. Well, they're like, oh, okay, well, we know how you're feeling Pink Reaper specifically. So here is Bayonetta 1 and 2 in the same game with a bunch of extra content, so why not?
It's too close. Fight hard.
So I'm actually now really hyped for Bayonetta. I'll probably pick up
Hostile
Bayonetta right
counter
away.
UAV above. Radars down.
After that, I believe, was Xenoblade Chronicles X, a game I'm so ridiculously hyped for.
Care package inbound.
I cannot wait for Xenoblade Chronicles X. It looks just absolutely amazing.
Securing Charlie.
I'm gonna get it right there. Isn't it?
Securing C.
It looks so beautiful, and it looks so good. Like, I want that game so bad. They should. Well, I'll talk about this later when I talk about like other stuff. But absolutely, just oh my god, I want that game so bad.
Poor execution out there. Mission profile
After
failed.
I guess I haven't talked about this, but they also showed off the amiibos. I don't care about amiibos. I'm gonna just say it right now. I don't care about 41 bucks. I'll buy a Kirby one because it's Kirby, and I'll probably never even use it. But that's really all there is to say about that. 81 kills, really. God damn. See, this is why my kills are so high for my shotgun still. Because every time I use it, I pretty much only use it on Nuketown, and I'll go like 70, 80 kills with it. So, you know, it's going to be hard to catch up with my other guns. I'm done with that lobby. I do not want to play any more Nuketown. That's a hard choice. So yeah, there's that. Amiibos, I don't even care about. Mario Maker, I will pick up probably a couple months after it comes out, once the content has really come out. It's going to be Kaizo Mario Maker, let's be honest. Like, that's just what it's going to be. Everyone's going to try their best to make Kaizo levels. Which I'm okay with. I like Kaizo. I guess we're going to Raid? Which is weird, I guess. Who likes Kaizo? But yeah, Mario Maker, that's its own thing. They showed off briefly Pokemon Omega Sapphire, or is it Omega Ruby? No. Omega Sapphire and Alpha Ruby, I think it is. No. I don't fucking know. Whatever. They showed off the Ruby and Silver remakes. I'll pick one up. I never played Gen 3, so, you know, whatever. I'll do it now. They showed off a couple new Megas. They showed off
Domination.
Mega Sceptile, which the second I saw, the second I even heard Mega Sceptile was a thing, I'm like, it's gonna be Grass Dragon.
Securing A.
And I was right, because that's just what they've been going for with Sceptile. Which is cool though, because that's actually a typing that doesn't exist right now. So,
Enemy has B.
you know, it's cool that they're doing new stuff like that.
Securing
Mega
B.
Swampert, I had my hand off the controller right there. Mega Swampert looks like it's on fucking steroids. Like, bro, do you even lift? Who else is there?
Securing Bravo.
Oh yeah, and they showed off Mega Sableye, which is something I hope Oh my god, just no. Why does that even exist? Why would you make a Mega Sableye? Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so salty about that. But anyway, I'm not like super duper hype about it. I will definitely pick it up though, because you know I want to play it. I've never played it before. They also, this was outside of their conference. They announced a new a strategy game from really flashy. They announced a new strategy game from Intelligent Systems, which makes Fire Emblem and Advance Wars. So I'm actually really hyped about that. It's called Codename Project Steam.
Hostile UAV above. Losing Alpha. Losing A.
On your feet.
Oh, hold on. I gotta make a pause right here. This is how little I care about COD right now. I just walked away while I was playing.
Lightning strike coordinates received inbound.
Anyway, what was the last thing I was talking about? I don't even remember.
Hostile UAV above.
Oh yeah, Codename Project Steam.
Losing Bravo.
It's kind of an awkward name, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Losing Bravo.
But, I'm still interested in it.
Enemy
Like I said,
has
because
Bravo.
it is Intelligent Systems, and Intelligent Systems makes really good games. You can do this, by the way.
Securing B.
Most people aren't aware of this, but you can totally do this. Oh, it can see me. Intelligent Systems makes a really good strategy game, so I'm actually very excited about it.
Take him out.
And it's also another new IP from Nintendo. Nintendo actually released a couple new IPs. I actually consider
Check your timeline.
Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker its own IP,
Friendly
which
UAV
makes it a
inbound.
new IP, which is cool. But then also Project Steam is completely its own IP, brand new. Which is something you don't see a lot of from Nintendo anymore, is new IPs. And with that said, I want to talk about the other new game. One of the games that I'm actually super hyped for.
We lost that
one of the most
round, but it's
interesting
not
looking
over
games
yet. Step up.
from E3, which is Splatoon. This game came out of nowhere. Like, there was nothing. There was no hint at this game being a thing. They never announced anything beforehand. There was no leaks. There wasn't even like information on a team being put together for a shooter. I don't think there might have been actually.
Secure the objectives.
But then Nintendo out of nowhere comes together with this game Splatoon, and Splatoon looks really cool.
Lockdown.
Splatoon is obviously a much more kiddie version of the idea of a first-person shooter. God damn, these kids are playing so hard. But it again has something that keeps me interested in first-person shooters, and that's a more interesting style of movement. You put ink on the ground, and then you can transform into a squid and swim through it. When you swim through it, you move really quickly. You can use that to go up walls. You can use that to make longer jumps. Damn it!
Securing Alpha.
Stop! I have to use a shotgun. Like, I keep running into like 4 people at once. Like, what the fuck is this?
Enemy took B.
No. You're bad.
Securing B.
But anyway, it has like an interesting form of movement, which is what I like.
Charlie.
Like from first-person shooters, not first-person shooters, just from shooters in general. That game's not actually
Be
first-person.
advised, hostile lightning strike inbound.
Did I get a flash assist?
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
What the fuck? Thanks for not telling me that was coming in a second. How did that even hit me? Gonna have none of that, thank you. Splatoon, it looks interesting. It looks different. It looks fun. It looks like something you're not getting from first-person shooters much nowadays, or from shooters in general, I should say. And because of that, I'm really excited for it. Really? Really? I mean, it does seem to have score streaks for some reason, though. Like, you got the paint roller they showed off.
Hostile lightning strike inbound. Securing B.
That drop shot mod's so strong. If for anyone who watched the trailer, there was a giant paint roller, there was a bazooka, there was a sniper rifle, which is weird that a sniper rifle would be a score streak, but it's definitely not what you start out with, and from what I can tell, you can't use anything other than what they start you out with, so,
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
but,
Enemy took Bravo.
God damn it, I'm leaving this lobby, I'm done. There was also what looked like a tactical laser from space that was paint, so that's a thing. I don't know, that game I'm really interested in. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that pretty hard. I want that game very badly. I wish it had more than 4v4, but you know, whatever, 4v4 can work. I've played Halo so long, like, 4v4 isn't a bad thing.
Domination.
And what's weird is it actually looks like it could have some really
Secure the
interesting
objectives.
competitive aspects to it, because it
Alpha
isn't.
locked down.
There's actual thinking into what you do.
Enemy
because
has C.
Killing is always an option. Like, I mean, it's first-person shooter,
Enemy has Bravo.
but it's not necessarily the best option.
Securing B.
Because obviously, what you want to be doing is taking territory.
B secure.
Still got a kill. I'm so
Losing
good.
B. Losing A.
You want to take territory, because that's how
We're
you
winning
win.
this fight.
And also, there's the whole like, you know,
Enemy has Alpha.
how you use paint. How you use
We've
paint for
lost the
movement and
advantage.
stuff like that. I don't know. It just looks really fun.
Securing C.
I can't wait to get my hands on it and actually try it out. I wish I could have done it at E3.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Be advised, you.
Orbital VSAT on standby.
Look at fuck up.
Orbital VSAT online. Care package inbound.
Fuck about your gun name. I'm out of ammo. I need ammo
Hostile
so
lightning
badly.
strike inbound. Securing B.
One of you guys.
Securing B. Securing Alpha.
Are you? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so salty.
Bravo secure.
Anyway, so yeah, there was that. And then they teased Star Fox. Everyone keeps talking about how they only showed a fuzzy trailer, which is true. That's all they showed, and they didn't show anything off. But actually, they had apparently a full gameplay demo for people for the press at E3. So apparently, there's actually some like known information about it.
Storm missile inbound.
There's the R-wing play. There's the tank play, and then there's also a gyrocopter. And the idea is that you aim independently with the gamepad than you do from the
Losing Bravo. We've
the
taken the
actual like
advantage.
string. I don't know. I don't like gyro aiming. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't
Lightning
work in my
strike
opinion.
coordinates received inbound.
But I mean, it's a new Star Fox game. Everyone's been wanting Star Fox. What about Star Fox?
Losing B.
Well, now we know about Star Fox, so There's that.
Where'd it go? What the?
Miyamoto also showed off Project Giant Robot and Project
Friendly care package inbound.
or Project Guard, neither of which looks particularly interesting to me. Project Guard looks far more interesting of the two.
Losing B.
It's a game where, like, it's like a tower defense game where you're, like, you have to watch a bunch of different cameras and then switch between cameras and control stuff on the gamepad. And someone pointed out how, like, really, like, awesome it is when you have a bunch of people all telling you, you know, what screens to be looking at, what to do, stuff like, wow, really?
UAV inbound.
I don't know. I don't really... That's something, like, the gameplay is so, like, basic and so not fleshed
Securing
out
Alpha.
that, like, if that is more than a, like, a budget game, I'll be amazed. But I don't know, Nintendo's been doing that with their games recently. They've been, with some of their stuff recently, they've been charging full price for stuff I don't feel like should be full price. Already got him. Or not necessarily that, but they've been, like, charging more than they should, I feel. One of the good examples of this is, I feel like, the Super Luigi,
Hostile
new
UAV
Super
above.
Luigi DLC.
Losing Bravo.
I mean, you got a lot of content in that DLC. Like, it was basically a whole new game, but it was a whole new game using nothing but old assets.
Friendly RCXD inbound. Losing B.
The levels were really, really short. Like, I don't know if $20,
We lost Bravo.
like, you can really justify $20 on that one. I started off so strong. I started off 9-0. There's a lot of people using ARs, I just realized. Switch. I don't feel the new Super Luigi DLC should have
Good
full price,
job.
but
Get
whatever.
ready for the next round.
All in all,
I'm doing
not really much from the Xbox One or PS4 that's, like, makes me want to buy either of those two consoles. I'm still sort of banking on a PS4 being worth it in the future,
Halftime.
so I'll probably buy one in the future. I really don't want to buy an Xbox
Domination.
One, though. Having used an Xbox One, it's just
Capture the
so not
objectives.
fun to use.
Securing Charlie.
It's, like, aggravating trying to
Enemy
do
has
stuff
A.
on an Xbox One. I don't even want to, like, I don't even want to touch
We've
it.
taken the lead.
I think it's
Charlie
such a
locked
bad
down.
console, but whatever. Hey, look at you, you're camping again. Who would have guessed? But, I'm not gonna rant too much on the Xbox One. That was another video, and I mean, they have made some steps to correcting
Be
all of the
advised,
stuff they
hostile hunter-killer
fucked
drone
up
inbound.
super hard when they released the console. Keep in mind, Microsoft should not be getting, like, any accolades for doing what should have, like, for making the console how it should have been in the
Hostile
first
UAV
place.
above. Hostile lightning strike
I'm dead.
inbound.
Like,
Securing Bravo.
the Xbox One on no uncertain terms should not have been, you know, connect
Bravo
only,
lockdown.
DRM all the time, all that bullshit. Fuck the,
Losing
like,
B.
fuck Microsoft. And they get no accolades
Friendly
for finally
Hellstorm
starting to
missile
realize, hey, maybe this is what you can do with a gaming console.
Losing Bravo.
I'm also a huge fan of how they talked about how
Enemy has B.
you could not possibly make an Xbox
Be
One
advised,
without
hostile
the
UAV
Kinect.
incoming.
It requires the Kinect. Everything about the Xbox One is built for Kinect integration. Oh, by the way, here's an Xbox One without a Kinect.
Kill confirmed.
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Where the fuck? I'm out.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike
I'm
inbound.
gonna die.
Securing A.
That guy's camping his bro who's not playing, I guess.
Securing Bravo.
So yeah. PlayStation 4, there's nothing really bad about it.
Hostile UAV above.
I've once again heard that their conference was like whatever. Like not amazing, but not terrible. It had a really like bad part around the middle where they started talking about TV, which is, you know, what we all want to hear about. You know, no one got pissed off at Microsoft for talking about TV or anything. I was aiming right at his head and then I stopped because I'm dumb.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
You are a bad sniper. I wasn't even looking at the screen right there.
Friendly Hellstorm missile inbound.
What else is there really to talk about? EA, I will obviously like, and there's nothing to talk about EA. Ubisoft had their own conference as well. Not really much to talk about there.
Hostile lightning strike inbound.
They announced games that already existed, sequels, like. I need to get this off my chest for a second here. Everyone gets on Nintendo, well, mostly just Nintendo. It's like, oh, you're making another Mario, you're making another Zelda, you're making another whatever. To the point that even Nintendo made a joke about it this year. They're like, we're not doing any new Mario games right now, you know.
Be advised, hostile hunter killer
etc.,
drone
etc.
inbound.
Yet, literally, like, this is even worse, like, this is straight up even worse than Activision with Call of Duty. I need to say this. Ubisoft, every single year, releases a new game in one of multiple franchises. Like, just sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel. Most of them aren't even that good. And they're gonna start doing. Apparently, they're gonna start doing it with Watch Dogs. They've already announced some shit they're going to do with Watch Dogs. The main thing too is that most of their games aren't even that great. They're just kind of like generic, okay games that like they just they hype up so hard that it like they become popular. Like they take the fucking Paris Hilton strategy to gaming where they become famous by being famous.
Friendly UAV inbound.
Got a shooter. Reloading.
Losing Bravo.
God damn it, you got my
Mission
way.
clock about to expire. Step up. Losing Charlie.
No, we
Taking
need
the
two flags.
advantage.
We need two flags. Can't lose this flag.
Losing B.
And we
We
lost
lost
that flag.
Bravo.
God damn it, what's my team doing? Dying. 827. Jesus Christ. I'll take this shit all on my own, watch me.
Securing B.
No fear, not even enough time, doesn't matter.
Hostile UAV
Yeah,
above.
whatever.
We've lost control.
I did shit.
By the way, if you've never seen this, this is awesome. That's a thing you can do.
Wow. At least you got the dub.
But yeah, like, Assassin's Creed 1 was not that good of a game. I'm gonna be honest. And Assassin's Creed's, all of them after that haven't been that different. But Activision is still like, you know, new Assassin's Creed every year, every single year. They've done the same thing with Watch Dogs. They hyped Watch Dogs so hard. Watch Dogs looked okay when they first announced it. And then it's like, well, you know, it looks like a GTA game where you can do some interesting other stuff. And then it turns out like that interesting other stuff isn't even that interesting. But still, everyone has to buy it because it, like, literally, they were paying so many different like websites to do nothing but like Watch Dogs coverage 24/7. Like, if you went to Kotaku, you went to IGN, Giant Bomb, GameSpot, Game Trailers, there was so much Watch Dogs stuff plastered everywhere. And it sort of just appeals to like the casual kind of gamer, like the gamers who haven't really played anything that's like that intense, that interesting, that different. And that's just like their core plan. Why does no one get on them about that? Jesus Christ. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, there's that. In terms of who won E3 in terms of conferences, I mean, Nintendo had the far more interesting conference. They did a lot more stuff. And they actually showed off a lot of games and a lot of gameplay, and they showed off a lot of stuff we weren't expecting. They also didn't have to fill 2 hours, so that made things a little bit easier for them, I guess. But, I want to say that's why Nintendo won E3. That's not why Nintendo won E3. The reason Nintendo won E3 is because for like 3 days straight, they had nothing but gameplay being shown for all of their games. If you went on, if you went to the Treehouse and you saw the Treehouse, just hours and hours of gameplay. Like, I wanted to see Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Enemy has C.
Holy shit, did they show Xenoblade Chronicles X? There's like something like 5 hours of gameplay of Xenoblade Chronicles X online right now. So much stuff was shown. And that's how it should be. I'm tired of E3s being like,
Bravo.
here's the trailer for the next whatever game. The next game in this series. What the fuck? I thought that guy had a shotgun. No, he was shooting at me. I thought he was shooting someone at the... Cool, 2 guys on my team aren't playing. That's also great. Like, why are people hyped for Uncharted 4? They said Uncharted 4 is a thing that is going to exist, then did nothing. Like, there was no gameplay, there was no, like, there wasn't even a gameplay trailer, let alone actual people actually playing the game.
Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down.
So yeah, like, if you want my 2 cents on why Nintendo won, that's why. They had so many just hands-on, full-on explanations of how everything works in their games, like... It was so much better than everyone else's conference, and honestly, that's what I start hoping other companies do now. Like I'm tired of the old E3. I'm tired of, you know, let's show off trailers and do nothing else. I want like what Nintendo is doing. They have these like really funny, really scripted things that you can't possibly show off in a normal event, and they have just gobs and gobs of games.
Secure.
That was shotgun.
That's a kill.
Yeah, look at my team not playing. You're fucking... Oh my god. How do I keep getting in this lobby? How do I keep getting in the lobby with people like this?
Losing Charlie. We're being dominated.
So yeah, that's why I give big ups to Nintendo. That's why I feel like they did the best. They actually show games off, which is not something that other companies tend to do, and that's just terrible. That's not how E3 should work. I don't know how to explain this. There were a couple of E3s where, like, not only was I not excited about stuff that was being shown off, like, I just, like, didn't even want to watch E3, like, after that, like, after a day or two of it, like, it's like, I'm done. Like, you're not showing anything for me to get interested in. This E3 kind of revitalized me. It was definitely mostly on Nintendo's part. What the fuck? What a good spawn. But I'm hoping that other companies start doing it too.
He's gone.
What the?
Dropped it.
Losing Alpha. Securing Bravo.
What are with these spawns? Like, there's only 2 people who are, like, partied together on the other game, so... My phone just vibrated. Like, there was a time when E3 was definitely about games. Like, now it seems to be more about, like, stockholders. Like, Microsoft and Sony are all about, like, proving that they're better than the other, so that their stockholders want to, like, you know, pay more, like, you know, actually start investing in them. Holy shit, slow down, phone. Who the hell just sent me, like, 18 texts? Really?
Securing Charlie.
Stop it! I swear to God. You can send it all in one text. You don't have to keep sending one lines. Oh my god.
C lockdown. Losing Alpha.
Oh, look. That's what's with weird spawns. Oh, you're not good, bro.
Enemy has Alpha.
Anyway, yeah, it's become sort of like a stockholder, like us.
Mission clock about.
I don't want to call it like a stockholder meeting, or I don't know what I want to call it. Like, it's yeah, stockholder positioning kind of thing. Like, that's it. You want people to buy your games. Like, you don't want people to buy your games. You want your stockholders to invest in you.
Reloading.
I need to get this even though I know ammo.
Searching point on my mark. Let's go. Let's go. Dropped it.
Got it. I'm so good.
We lost that round, but it's not
I had no
over
ammo.
yet. Step up.
Enemies down.
And Nintendo kind of did the same thing, especially when the Wii. When the Wii was like on top and everyone was buying the Wii. they'd go to E3 and they're like, here's a bunch of charts that show off how much more awesome we are than everyone else. Why don't you guys invest in our company?
Secure the objectives.
But now, like, Nintendo doesn't really have that. They can't really rely on that anymore. Cool. The only people on my team aren't playing. And they're gone now. Are we getting booted? This is what... Are people booting me right now? Dude, I think people are getting booted. I think I'm about to get booted. Like, I'm not even joking.
Enemy has been.
But yeah, Nintendo definitely did that back when they were on top.
Down.
But now that they don't have that, now that they're not on top, now that they basically have to, like, just come out with games and prove people, like, here's why you should buy our systems, that kind of failure actually, like, helped quite a bit.
He's gone.
At least from a game standpoint. Dude, what is going on right now? This is another reason I don't like COD. So yeah, that's sort of like the overview.
Reloading.
Not really much else to talk about. I've probably forgotten something. I didn't want to open up my list of games that I have been looking up. I got lazy about it. And now I'm away from my computer anyway. If there's anything anyone wants me to, comment on specifically, I will.
Losing C. Securing B.
Wow, I'm bad at shooting apparently.
Losing A.
But that's sort of the nitty-gritty. Everything else. This video is already like an hour long.
Bravo.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pink Reaper signing out.